going to move to Camille London-Miyo, if I said her name properly.
Yeah.
Camille is Vice President and Equal Opportunities Officer for the Leicester NUT section of the National Education Union. She's been a member of the NUT for 20 years, is it more than 20 years? And she gave a big speech earlier this year at the National Conference, didn't you? And she's very interested in the mental health and well-being of children, well-being of teachers as well, especially in an increasingly kind of target-driven kind of workplace. So, welcome.
Thank you. My apologies. I was at a parents' evening, so excuse my tardiness. Okay. So, what does diversity and multiculturalism mean to the City of Leicester, and how do we look at it? Okay, my name is Camille London-Miyo. I'm a daughter, I'm a sister, I'm a mother, an aunt and a grandmother. And my family has lived in Leicester for over 40 years. So I think I've got a really vested interest in diversity and multiculturalism in the City of Leicester. Most of my education took place in Leicester. And as a result, you could say that I'm a product of Leicester's multiculturalism. However, my educational journey is synonymous with that of many African Caribbean pupils in the UK. I experienced a Eurocentric curriculum that ignored the contributions of my ancestors. I was underestimated, overlooked, and I succeeded in spite of the institutional racism that has existed in British education for decades. I say in spite of because I omitted to say that I come from a family of teachers. From my home country in Guyana, I omitted to say that I qualified as a teacher in 1990. So, therefore I've been teaching for nearly 30 years. And I omitted to say that in my family, a good education was a passport to a good future. And so my parents instilled in me a healthy responsibility to overcome obstacles and to have high aspirations. I also omitted to say that I'm probably one of the best examples of the archetypal, overqualified BME teacher. There was a report, I'm an experienced senior leader. I achieved my headship qualification over 10 years ago. And I'm one of the 8 out of 10 BME teachers, that's 79%, who rightly believe that they've not been paid at the level that equates with the skills that they have. And that was one of the findings of a report on the plight of BME teachers from the 2 largest teaching unions in the UK, written within the last 2 years. So when you ask me what does diversity and multiculturalism mean in Leicester to me, I would say to promote the existence of an education system that meets the needs of the varied communities that it seeks to serve. Leicester is noteworthy because in 2013 it was referred to as a model of multiculturalism. And then, I think probably a couple of years before that, there was a statement from Leicester City Council which acknowledged the existence of institutional racism within large organisations in the City of Leicester. Just a year ago, one of our sister unions stated that black and minority teachers face inherent racism in UK schools. And so when we look at how we are developing multiculturalism within education, what would I like to see? I'd like to see a new cohort of BME teachers at every level in educational leadership. I would like to see a curriculum that accepts all the contributions of all of the people that live in Leicester to make Leicester a model of multiculturalism in the 21st century. An education system that challenges institutional racism wherever it rears its ugly head, because we can't be passive in this. We have to be masters of our own fate. Because as black teachers, we know that education is the passport to the future. And I joined the National Union of Teachers, now the NEU, in the 1990s. And I joined the union because it was my safety blanket in case I needed support. and I'm part of one of the largest teaching unions in the UK. But I'll be the first black president of the City of Leicester Education Union after 150 years. And that says something. We need to be the change we want to see in our organisations, in our workspaces. And what I think we should be asking ourselves is, does our workplace reflect the communities we wish to serve? Do we demonstrate diversity at every level in our organisation? Because if we don't, are we actually doing what we were meant to do?